What's going on, y'all? Oh my God. Jesus Christ, I look a fucking mess. You know, bitch, you can't come on the camera talking shit about people and you look a goddamn mess. Let me put this in. I'm so sorry, y'all. Pause for the call because this is important. Let me text my where he at? Here we go. Do you have an opening this week? Oh, thank God. Because I would have forgot every time I would have turned on this camera. Y'all would have been like, bitch, here you go with fuzz and everything. I apologize, bitch, because y'all know I don't like coming on the camera looking trash, okay? And I'm finna talk about trash, so now I'm fitting in with them, bitch. Ugh, I'm supposed to set myself out apart from the shit, you know? But anyway, make do with what you got for the moment. So, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Season 6, Episode 4, In With the New, okay? Or Out with, what is it? Bitch, yeah, in with the new. So we start off where we left off last week with the double date shit that was going on. You know, Jessica Dunn didn't bring her boo, she brought Alexis Sky. Here come Tommy with Young Jock. Young Jock really think that Tommy is really trying to get with him just to get with him and not play him because he really do got something to offer. No, boo boo. She's playing your ass because she want to get back at what that bitch name? Carly fucking Red, okay? She want to get back at her, and even Jessica Dime had to nerve to ask and all this stuff to see what it is. And I'm like, Jessica, y'all trying to become cool, okay? You should know already, okay? You should know if a bitch tries to come at you, you gonna try to do something bad. You should already know, don't ask these questions trying to be dumb. I know Carly is your girl for right now. I don't understand how, why, or what, but you know, you should already fucking know, and you should know that the bitch had it coming to her, okay? Um, with that being said, what type of fucking cooking class was this shit when you taking Jessica Dime, bitch, you dressing like you fucking Alexis. I was with Tommy. You equal opportunist with the sexes, just like she equal opportunity with the niggas and shit. I'm confused because that wear that you had on, that wasn't for your nigga. I mean, I could see if your nigga was there with you, but your nigga wasn't there with you, you know? And Jessica Dime is actually really, really pretty without all that bullshit on her. You know, I seen a natural picture of her, you know, face cleaner makeup, her regular hair or what looked like her regular hair. She's an actually pretty girl, okay? But I'm looking at the shit that she got on. I said, is y'all finna go to the club after this? And I mean, are you about to get on stage and twirl or whatever the fuck? I'm confused. Then when Tommy take her shit off, oh my God, is it a little bit hot in here in me? Should I take some stuff off? Bitch, why you in lingerie and all that stuff? And here go Young Jock. I said, put that goddamn tongue in your mouth, bitch, okay? You know, it was just too much. It was too much for me. Then we get to, this shit with a new cast member. Okay, we got Sierra. What's up, y'all? My name is Sierra, and I'm the bitch with the glam squad. Okay, I got my own shop. All right, you know I had this dream and it's this goal or whatever ever since I was 16 years old that I was gonna have this, and so I got my own shop called the Glam Society, bitch. You know I started doing people makeup back in the strip clubs in the back. You know all that shit. Now I'm doing actresses, singers, socialites, everybody, all right, bitch, you know, and I have all my employees and shit like this, and I come up into the shop today, and it's all quiet. Hey, girl, what is this? It just feels so different. The air is different and calm and shit is beautiful up in here. Oh, because that bitch Mimi ain't here. Now, let me tell y'all something about Mimi. This bitch, you know, my receptionist, Mariah, you know, besides her, I got 13 other people up in this bitch, you know, that work under me. She made sure to say that they work under her, okay? And, you know, everybody cool and shit, but sometimes they acting like unruly ass cheerings, okay? But then I blame this bitch Mariah, alright? Mariah is such an ugly ass name. I'm just gonna put that shit out there. And if your name is Mariah like that, I'm sorry, you know, if you watch me or whatever, but that's such an ugly ass name to me. But anyway, it's a fake ass Mariah, okay? She was like, bitch, you know, let me talk to you. Because I blame this bitch for bringing this bitch up in the shop. She said she could be good for the shop because Mimi, she on Twitter, Instagram. She got over 1 million followers. And the bitch is loud as fuck. And she this, she that. You know, the bitch only been working here for a couple of weeks. And now you off and all that shit. I'm just trying to figure out where your loyalty lies. Like, is you really going to be friends with this bitch or are you friends with me? I'm Mariah, and I just want her to know that I'm gonna be cool with both of them. Like, my loyalty will always go to her, but I can be cool with her and all that stuff. And Mimi brings some stuff to the shop. I said, girl, I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for Mariah. Bitch, you work at a place called the Glam Squad. Why is your lace front sliding the fuck back the way that it is? I'm so confused by that whole thing. Bitch, I have no right to fucking talk at this moment because of this situation. But my gosh, you can see my natural hairline, motherfucker. My edges is intact, okay? They just need to be relaxed and put down, okay? You know, hit with some water and some solution, and they'll be like, hey, okay, y'all know how I be. But shit, your stuff should not, your lace should be right here, and I can see everything else going down. What the fuck? Okay, it just looks so fucked up. You know, besides that, that fucked your whole look up in your confessional, Mariah, alright? And I'm just sitting here like, okay. Moving on from that shit, here we go. You know, and I can already tell y'all I'm not gonna like Mimi. I don't like her as it is. I don't follow her. I've seen a few of her videos and she does entirely too fucking much to me. And it seems like she tries too hard to be something that she is not. Okay? But, you know, everybody want to be black until it's time to be black. Anyway, moving the fuck on from that. You know, after that, we get to this shit with Jasmine. So after the whole thing about me and Kirk, you know, meeting up at Jocelyn's party and him being outed about being Cannon's father, we haven't heard from Kirk in since then. You know, he stopped giving us money and everything. So now I'm looking for places to stay because I have to you know, find my own way. I have to go find another place. I said, bitch, so you weren't working? And bitch, what about the place that you were staying at with Rodney? So you mean to tell me was Rodney staying in the house with you too? And Kiana? So do you mean to tell me that you couldn't go stay with... Bitch, I don't have time for this shit. So, you know, Mimi and them may not 100% believe me, everything that I had to say at the party or whatever. And they probably don't want to talk to me. But I know one bitch who would. So I invited her over. And we already knew it was going to be Carly Red, Snoopy Doopy, bitch ass. I want to be messenger pigeon. I want to be messy and all up in everybody's business ass, bitch. She going to come over. Carly Red has the nerve to say, this girl actually called me up and actually invited me over to her house. And I'm like, what the fuck she want me to come over here for? We ain't cool like that. But bitch, you know what? I'm going to show up. I said, bitch, you could have said no. Okay? But she knew that your ass was messy enough and could get the message out. Okay? So she go over there and you know, lie, I probably would have went over there too because I would have want to know too. But see, bitch, Carly is doing it for the wrong reasons and you can't tell me otherwise, all right? So she was sitting there, she was like, hopefully I get to see the baby. So you ain't been talking to Kurt, and girl, I see these boxes. Do you know that Rashida oh boy used to live here? Yeah, I know that. He stopped paying the rent and all that stuff, so we gotta move. Okay, is Kenny here? I mean, he ain't here right now, but he'll be here in a second. And in walks Kenny. Well, I think it was Kiana, somebody pushing his ass in there. And she was like, oh shit, the motherfucker do look kind of like Kurt. I said, bitch, I ain't got time. I don't have time. So, you know, Carly see the baby. Oh my God, he does look like Kurt. I mean, I can't really tell, but he got Kurt's dimple. Well, duh, he gonna look like Kurt because that is his son. So, of course, he got his dimple. Did you? Kiana was looking at her like, you know, I was sitting there looking at Carly the same way Kiana was like, the fuck? Especially when Carly pulled out the phone and said, can I take some pictures and all that shit? Bitch, what you need to take some pictures for? Okay, what is your intent with this shit, bitch? I said the same goddamn thing. Okay, Carly, your messy ass. And then Jasmine said, well, fuck it. If you gonna take some pictures to show Rashida, you can tell her and show her all the pictures you want to, okay? Let them know that this is your husband, baby. And then she was like, excuse me, who the fuck are you? She was like, no, my name is Kiana and I'm in a relationship with her and Rodney. Hold the fuck up. So you mean to tell me, Mimi didn't tell me all the fuck shit that's going on in this relationship with Rodney? God damn, so he's slipping off both of these bitches? Well, how do you come into play? Well, I used to dance. Well, I'm a stripper now. I stripped and I seen Kurt. You know, he came up to me talking about something, you know, I can check you out. I can fly you out. I can do this. I can pay your bills and shit. But we wound up having a sexual relationship and we didn't know that we was fucking the same man yet again. Bitch, don't tell me they was fucking each other. Oh my God, is it another baby? Because I can't take it. I said, Carly, shut up. This is exciting you, okay? You are such a fucking bird. You're too old for this shit, all right? Leave that shit to young bitches like me and people younger than me, okay? I'm still in that young bitch reign, okay? You're not. You're not, all right? Okay? Anyway, fucking moving on from that bullshit. we see Mama D goes up there and talking to the Bams, okay? You know, my heart was kind of fluttered because of the shit that's going on with the Bams and Scrappy. When I found out that they going through the shit, you know, I had come to realize that I actually like the Bam and Scrappy to being together, okay? Now, it's some shit going amok in the kingdom, and I gotta fix this shit. Bitch, was it coordinated, or planned for them to be coordinating colors and everything? Because if you saw the color, you know, Mama D had on blue, and then you saw her pants and shit, Mama D pants look exactly like the same pattern as Bam's dress. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like confused about that, but you know, whatever. Mama D, I must tell you this. If anybody even came to fuck up in the past 6 seasons, it's Mama D. Okay? Because you know Mama D looked a fucking mess when she first came on this shit. Mama D finally got that shit right. Hair on point, makeup on point. She look good this season, y'all. She really do. Keep it that way, bitch. Okay, I can give you your props on that. She trying to figure out what's going on. And Bam saying basically after the engagement, they really didn't have time to you know, enjoy or celebrate the engagement. You know, basically Scrappy needs to grow up. He gets pissed off at stuff, and instead of just talking it out, he leaves and all this shit. And you know, he want to say that it's on her, and she said no, it's not. And she was like, why don't y'all go to counseling and get this stuff together and see where it's at and, you know, try to fix it or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. Moving on from that. We get introduced to yet another character on this show. My name is Lovely Mimi. Okay, and I got so many followers on Instagram. I got over 1 million followers, and you know, I got these followers because I be posting these videos and I be making funny videos and stuff. And I'm married to a black man, okay? I'm married to a black man, you know, and me and my husband, we was like, we want to move down to the Black Hollywood at ATL, okay, to get our shit off. And I'm just sitting here like, and she did say she loved playing up on stereotypes. She's like, I don't know nobody out here, but I met this girl at this party and we decided to go on this play date and shit. And you know, we real cool. Tommy had to go into her explanation about how, you know, people think that she crazy as fuck, but she is a good mother and all that stuff. She got 2 daughters. She actually showed one of her daughters, you know, being at the Sky Zone, and that was cute and all. And I said, God damn it, Tommy, you trying to get on the right path or something? You know, I don't know what, but you still fucking around with the wrong people, okay? Mimi is the wrong type of people to fuck with. I'm just telling y'all, I'm sorry. You know, I'm just over it, okay? I'm just over her already. She was like, girl, so tell me what type of you Asian or something? You some type of Asian? I said, no shit, bitch. And she was like, girl, yeah, I'm from Vietnam. Okay, I'm Vietnamese. I the one that do your nails for you. I said, you know what? When I be looking at the real, when Jenny Mine does that shit and she be imitating her mama don't even talk like that. You know, I seen her mama on the show. Her mama don't talk like that. And it irks me. And so when she went into doing that, it irked the fuck out of me too. And then she said, well, I like to play up on stereotypes. Why? It just not. Maybe I'm just too mature for this type of shit. I don't fucking know. Okay? My level of ratchetness don't go that high to that point. Okay? I guess. But they talking about their past and, you know, how she used to be a bad bitch when she was younger. Her parents didn't know what to do with her, so she been going from group home to group home to group home. She came over here, she got married. You know, she had mugshots. She seen Tommy with her mugshots, so now they got something in common. And, you know, Tommy telling them about how, the bitch that she hanging out with, Tammy, you know, hanging around with people that she don't give a fuck about, but you know she trying to turn a new leaf. And then this other bitch was fucking her boyfriend or whatever, so she trying to get, bitch, I'm just sitting here like, my head hurts, okay? My head hurts from this bullshit that y'all spilling. Child, we getting litty. I said, bitch, shut the fuck up, Mimi, goddamn. So Jock is having acting lesson with his friend Jasmine. You know, if you seen the bitch, if you watch Star, okay, she got killed on Star. Okay, I'm just sorry, I just fucking spoiled the shit, but you know she was on Star. Apparently she was on Saints and Sinners. She was on this that movie that Lisa Ray did about colorism and all that stuff, and you know shit like that. She be here and there, okay. So, they was going over some acting shit, and, he was telling her about the issues that he's having with Bams and all that shit, and how he don't want to break up with her, but it just feel like, they can't communicate right. He don't have the same feeling that he did, but he wants to get that back, and he's willing to work on it because he can't see himself without her. That's fine, that's cute, that's whatever. Moving on from there, not Carly, Tommy get invited to the strip club. Bitch, let me tell you fucking something. I'm coming to Atlanta this summer. I don't know exactly when, but bitch, I'm going there, and we going to Blue Flame, and we gonna pick another day to go to Magic City, cause I gotta try that again, and it gotta pop the way I want it to pop, okay? Cause y'all keep telling me, bitch, you went on the wrong goddamn day. I am not over that shit, bitch. Cause if you know me, you know I had my heart set on going to Magic City, okay? Fuck it, bitch. I want it to be popping like Blue Flame was on here. And I only know because that shit was popping because Mona was up in there filming and shit. So Mimi invited all them out, so so in turn, you know, what that girl named Tommy invited Jessica Dime, because that's her home girl now. That's her old stomping ground, being a scripter and everything. So Mimi invited her people from work, okay? She invited Moriah and this other bitch named Treasure P. Treasure P said she used to be a fucking scripper too, down in Houston, Texas. She came up here because she wanted to be a radio personality. She was like, I'm trying to be a radio personality. I ain't got there yet, but I'm gonna get there. And it was like, so did you move here to be with somebody, or for your mans, or, for a man? For a man. I mean, he married and all that shit, but you know what it is. Hold the fuck up. So you out here fucking a married man. I mean, when I first got with him, I didn't know that he was married until I got out here, okay? But I mean, he spent more time with me, and he gives me all the money, and he pays my bills and all that stuff, and he don't love his wife and all that shit. I said, Treasure fucking P, you old enough to know that's the fucking main line that a nigga will give you when he cheating on his goddamn wife, that he ain't in love with her. Bitch, he ain't leaving her for you. Okay, side bitches don't win in this shit all the goddamn time. Fuck what you heard, bitch. You will forever be known as the goddamn side bitch and treated as such, okay? And y'all fucking proud of that shit, because then Moriah comes out and say she fucking a married man too. If he want to spend his money on me, if he ain't fucking around with you, that ain't my problem, because I ain't married to him. But bitch, I understand, but you know that he married. That's disgusting, okay? And Jessica Dime was looking like, the fuck? She said, you don't do no shit like that. I was surprised Jessica said some shit like that. Tommy wasn't here for it. Mimi wasn't here for it, because she was like, she been with her dude for 7 years, and they been married for 3, and she ain't with that shit, okay? So, next thing you know, the shit about them being in strip clubs and stuff was people a dancer or whatever. That's when Treasure said she used to be a dancer. She asked, was Tommy a dancer? Tommy said, no, bitch. I used to come dressed up like one, but bitch, I just sat down and modeled, okay? She was like, oh, so we was high and you was low. Tommy said, bitch, no, I was never fucking low, okay? Fuck what you heard, but bitch, I was never fucking low. Jessica Dime said, bitch, you fucking with the wrong one, so you need to calm that shit down, because if you knew what I knew about Tommy, you would hush, okay? I'm sitting here like, bitch, whatever. Next thing you know, Jessica Dime want to ask Tommy about this jock situation. Is she really fucking him to fuck with him, or is she really fucking him to get back at Carly Red? And my whole thing is this. I don't know why you asked that question again, Jessica, because we already knew what it is, and you knew what it is too. It's a revenge shit. It was dumb as hell, but it's a fucking revenge plot or whatever, I guess. And, Tommy is saying, she cool with Jock or whatever, he a cool ass dude, but then here come Treasure and Mariah. So are you trying to come down on us for fucking married men, but ain't you doing the same thing? I said, no, bitch. Carly ain't fucking married, and she ain't with Jock like that. They ain't in an official relationship, okay? And she ain't fucked Jock for all that we know. I'm talking about Tommy yet, okay? So, girl, shut the fuck up. You can't compare apples to fucking oranges like that. This ain't no hybrid shit, okay? Get the fuck out of here. Trying to make yourself feel better about being thoughts. I can't stand a hoe that's proud to be a hoe like that. Fucking around with married men, and you just gonna put that shit out there on TV like that, bitch. I hope the wife is looking and find out and whoop your ass, okay? Mariah, she probably gonna push your wig back to the position that it's supposed to be in, okay? Anyway, knock your ass out so fucking hard, change that O to an A, bitch. Anyway, moving on from that. Tommy was fucking over it, bitch. I was over it too. I said, oh, you're gonna have to watch out for this Treasure P, bitch, because I know this the one that her and Tommy gets into it with. Child, knock her ass out too, Tommy. I'm advocating for this bullshit. And Trevor tried to try it and say, well, I thought Jock was fucking around with Cena and all that stuff. Child, Tommy don't give a fuck. Tommy says she cool with Cena and she don't give a fuck. You can tell that bitch and you can go tell fucking Carly. I don't give a fuck. So Carly finally got Jock in the room to do this fucking sex book. He didn't apologize before they started doing it, but he eventually did apologize for talking shit about her vagina. Okay. But then at that point, this is when Carly being Carly. Carly, oh my god, you talk so fucking much. Okay, this is why I keep saying the bitch ain't a real friend, because you keep telling everybody your friend's business. You telling everybody but your friend. God damn it, bitch. She telling him about the Jasmine situation. How she went over there, she saw the baby. The baby name is Cannon K. Jock is like, damn, you know, and all Kurt's kids names start with a K and all that shit. Yeah, we know that. Those shit, bitch. Alright. So, then starts saying that he had a dimple in his chin just like Kirk and all that stuff. Jock feeling his own shit. And he like, bitch, man, I got a dimple in mine too. But let me tell you something. I'm not, you know, with the shit that Carla telling me, it's like, I'm just not, this foggy night that I had is clearing up. So I didn't know that this Jasmine was the same Jasmine that I fucked around with. And I fucked around with her around the same time Kurt fucked around with her when Roddy was in jail. So I don't know how to tell my boy that I fucked his bitch. Okay? And that not only did I fuck his bitch, but you know, my homeboy fucked your bitch too. I'm sitting here like, God damn it. I was just like, Carly, you are a hoe. You're disgusting. But then again, like she said, I said, Carly, how the fuck are you getting mad? Okay, he said he used protection. Okay, but my whole thing is, you weren't with him, so let it the fuck go. This is some other shit that she can go run back. And I'm just sitting here like, damn, Jasmine, you must be really hurt up for some fucking money that you would allow yourself to come on this show and be portrayed as the hoe that you looking like you are, okay? Then you get on fucking Instagram and shit trying to defend your relationship with Rodney and all this stuff. It ain't fake, it's this. Bitch, you're making shit worse. You're not clearing shit up. Okay, it was just the dumbest shit ever. I said, so who else? Did Scrappy fuck you, bitch, too? Okay, who the fuck else did Ernest fuck your ass too? Like, who else fucked you? The lack of respect that you have for yourself is actually none. Moving on from that, you know, Scrappy said that he talked to Jasmine. She gave him some good advice. Did he take it? No, he's still at the hotel. But Mama D had him come to this community center, okay? And, you know, he come up in there, and who up in there? His daddy. Child, okay. So, you know, Scrappy, daddy and stepmama, they counselors and shit, marriage counselors and all that shit. Got Bam up in there and they talking about their relationship and they ain't getting nowhere. And at the end of the day, Scrappy said, you know, it's done. Because how I'm going to go down the aisle with somebody that I can't communicate with and then we end up getting a divorce. Okay, I said, you know, you figure that shit out because I really don't care. Okay, it's unfortunate, but, you know, let's move on. Child, Mimi is at the shop and she all in her feelings because she feel like Sierra is a patrol officer just walking around looking at them and telling them what to do. Bitch, that's her fucking shop and she can do whatever the fuck it is that she want, okay? You better be glad that she is allowing your ass to stay there because bitch, ain't no way in hell. If I own this shit, I don't give a fuck if I'm cool with whoever just because you want me to give a bitch a chance. If the bitch is annoying me and she's annoying my goddamn customer because all of them was looking embarrassed, okay? You're fucking gone. I don't care how fucking good your work is or how many goddamn followers you got on Instagram, bitch. This ain't no like retweet situation up in this hoe, okay? You fucking gone. See, that's what Sierra fucked up at right then and there just to get this bitch a storyline. Hell fucking no. Then Tommy come up in there, they egging the shit on, you know, she don't like Treasure. We know that. Talking about dying, they like her. Mariah ain't there, she on the errand. Then Sierra come over there telling them to shut up or whatever. Maybe if you go out for some drinks you can loosen up and all that shit. Look what I did. I wrote a dig. I said, Sierra, you better than me because I would have been said, bitch, get your shit and go. Okay? Get your shit and go. And so it's time for them to go to the club and all this stuff. And You know, Mimi is already there, turned and shit. Sierra come there. They just pissed off at the fact that they feel like the shop is boring because she likes it a certain way. It's no fun. Nobody talks. And, you know, Mariah is like, she the only one that brings fun to the shop. Okay, bitch, sometimes you don't go to work to have fun. But see, if you want to go to a fun shop, then quit and go somewhere else. Like, I'm just... People who ain't got shit always complaining about shit. You know, that's what it feel like to me. And Sierra was like, bitch, I'm not here to fucking have fun with you like that. I'm here to put down that whatever I say goes. Mimi jumps up and say, well, guess what? I quit. Okay, bitch, quit. You said that like that's going to hurt her. And then she was like, you know, they getting into it. And she was like, this wannabe black bitch. And I agree. Okay, I don't give a fuck. When nobody say y'all can love that bitch all you want to, but I don't give a fuck about she's annoying as shit. You know, I can beat your ass and I ain't got to be black, bitch. Girl, that was the episode, y'all. Y'all tell me how to feel. Mona, don't you bring this bitch back. Don't bring this bitch back for another season, okay? Don't you do it.